So here's a thing. This is another trash-picked PC. This here is a Micron Millennia. This is kind of interesting because this one is actually from 1997. And it's interesting because back then, not a whole lot of computers had integrated sound card and all that sort of thing. But this one does. But it doesn't have integrated graphics, which is interesting because it has a separate VGA card. But this one is from 1997. And, you know, it looks just kind of like a regular beige box that you'd see back in the day. But something interesting about it is actually was a pretty highly spec'd machine. I looked up the specs for this. And, well, first of all, it's kind of hard to get into. You have to push both this and that at the same time, which I have to pause because I don't have 3 hands. Okay, now that I've loosened the case, it should just come up. It's a fairly well-built machine. So it's actually got 2 hard drives, so it looks like someone added additional hard drive at some point. It's got the floppy disk. It's got this CD-ROM drive. It's got Pentium III on a card, which is interesting. It's got this, let's see, Diamond multimedia graphics card and a network adapter. It's got a pretty big fan. So this one, back in the day, I can't find exact pricing on this exact model, but similar models from Micron went for about $3,500 to $4,000 in 1997. So this is a, let's just say it's a $3,800 machine, which is something like $5,000 today. So not a cheap computer. But will it boot up? That's the question. Alright, now it's all hooked up to this monitor here. Now I don't have a period accurate CRT monitor, but you know it works, so let's see. Let's hold our fingers. And so far so good. Let's see. Ah, there you go. MicronPC.com. Let's go set up. Let's see what we got here. Center BIOS set up. Let's see what we got. We got 2 hard drives. Yep. Okay. Looks like it's reading everything okay. SCSI. Okay, so it's got 195,584K. Wow, that's quite a bit of RAM for something this old. I wonder if it was updated. Just reboot it. See what operating system is installed in this monster. It's fairly loud, but I mean, in 1997, this would have been a pretty awesome computer to have. That sound is awesome. So I've had this computer for a while. And I haven't started it up in at least, I don't know, 6 months or so. But I did boot it up once. It went to XP. Oh, now it's not working. So let me try something. And there we are, XP. So I booted up this once before, but then I had some issues with the hard drive. I don't know what was the deal with it. But anyway, I just put the cable back on, I took it off and put it back on, and now it boots over XP. Obviously, this did not ship with XP from the factory because it's from 1997 and XP didn't come out until like 2001. But XP still works on it just fine. So let's get into Windows and see what we got. Alright, we got login. It's really terrible lighting in here. And no passwords. Alright, so XP works. Works just fine. So this is why you probably, when you throw a computer away, make sure you take the hard drive out at least. Let's see. I always like to empty the trash bin because I don't want to see what people have in here. I really don't care what they had. I'm not just here to snoop around in their stuff, but let's just... It's like a bunch of music or something. So let's just delete the music. I don't really want it. Alright. So it looks like we got this, solitaire, regular Windows XP stuff. And let's go into the settings. It's kind of slow. Makes me want to kind of just format the hard drive and put Windows 95 or something on it. Because that's what this would have shipped with from the factory. Control panel. Okay, let's see. System. All right. Intel Pentium III, 192 megabytes of RAM, 666 megahertz processor. So this is pretty awesome for 1997. So there's 2 hard drives. Let's see. How do I get? There's one thing that really bothers me about some people. Need to include the desktop icons, because without them, how do you get to my computer? You can, but it's just a pain. So 2 hard drives, main. I bet this was the original hard drive, and then this is the additional one they added later. So a 30 gig hard drive from the factory. It looks like it has Windows boot stuff on it. This looks like Windows 95. So it already has Windows 95 on here, it just doesn't boot from that. I'll have to change the cables around, and then maybe I can get Windows 95 to boot. But really, there's not a whole lot on here. Palm. I don't really want to know his personal stuff, so I'll probably just install that. Anyways, actually fairly empty machine. But for 1997, this is a great thing. So I think if I restore it back to factory operating system, it should run pretty fast. And it will be great for, late 90s games. I mean, it has that Diamond 3D Accelerator card. Should be pretty good. You can play some Minesweeper. Yeah. Okay. This is where I always get stuck because you have to make some guesses. Now here I'm getting distracted by playing Minesweeper. I'm under the gun, right? Let's see. There we go. 1, 2. Oh, I died. Okay. Well, anyway, found a computer. I think I'll change it to Windows 95 and we'll see how it goes.